All right. Number 22, suppose that 40% of the women who gave birth at a certain hospital last year were over 30 years old, and that 37% were unmarried. If 13% of the women were both unmarried and over 30, what is the probability that a woman who gave birth at the hospital was over 30 or unmarried or both? So what we're going to do on these ones is you're going to find the probability of the first plus the probability of the second, and then you're going to subtract the probability that both occurred because you have those extra ones that overlapped. And so, for over 30, 40% as a decimal would be 0.40. Unmarried, 37% were unmarried. Then what we're going to do is subtract off where they overlap. They overlap with 13% of them doing both of them, right? And then we're just going to do our adding and subtracting. .64. 23, suppose that 52% of all the adults in a certain community are obese and that 48% suffer from diabetes. If 75% of the adults in the community are obese, I can't even talk, are obese or suffer from diabetes or both, what is the probability that a randomly chosen adult in this community is both obese and suffering from diabetes? Same kind of thing going to happen here. We're going to find the probabilities of each of them separately, then subtract off the ones where they're that one or the other one, and that will give us which ones are both. So my obese is 0.52 plus my diabetes people, 0.48. I'm going to subtract off the ones that are in the or category, and that will give me the answer to how many have both. 0.25. You got 0.25? And the last one, same kind of thing. A retail shop accepts only cash or checks. Suppose that 42% of its customers carry cash, 41% carry checks, 35% carry both. What is the probability that they carry cash or checks or both? So what are we going to do to solve this? Just because I don't know where that cut off, I'll just go back to the beginning of this one. A retail shop accepts only cash, checks, or checks. Suppose that 42% of its customers carry cash, 41% carry checks, and 35% carry both cash and checks. What's the probability that a randomly chosen customer at the shop is carrying cash or checks or both? We took the probability of the customers carrying cash, 42%, plus the probability of those carrying checks, 41%, and subtracted off the 35% that carry both, and our answer was
0.48.
0.48. Okay.